Okay, so it looks like Will has just messed everything up.
Go again.
It's like you waited until I pressed record for you to fuck that up, man. I'm dead. That scared me.
Right, sorry, I'm on silent mode. Go.
Woo! Okay, take two. So it looks like Will has messed everything up with Jesse. He's ready to kiss that new girl, and it looks like Casa Amor could actually be very interesting. Hey guys, it's Murad. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back at it again with another video. If you're not subscribed, click that button. It is daily and consistent content injected, and let's get straight into this video where it looks like the Casa Amor girls, guys, are coming in very strong. And it looks like over the last couple of years, the Casa girls know that if they don't grind properly, they will immediately get dumped and immediately become forgotten. They don't really get spoken about as much, so they need to graft and grind as much as possible. And that's exactly what is taking place, especially when it comes to Layla and Will. Layla is not afraid. She's very upfront and close. And probably because Will didn't get enough attention initially in the villa, he's missing that. And he's realizing that the girls are pampering him, into him. But are they into him, or are they wanting to use him as an asset to further their time in the villa and therefore further their appearances? And that's what Casa Amor really has become in this day and age. I'm not bothered by who turns and, you know, the recoupling stage when Casa happens, because post Casa it's been proved that regardless of who you bring back in the villa, you can immediately still leave them and go back to your original couple if you want to. We've seen that happen over the last 2 to 3 seasons, so I feel like it can definitely happen. However, surprised. Did not expect Will to do that. I feel like he's throwing away his time, and him and Jesse, if they remain loyal, and it looks like Will is not, Jesse is remaining loyal. I believe personally, not because of her love or interest for Will, but because she has played this game before. This is her second time on the show, and she knows that to remain loyal, she will get a good edit regardless. Claudia, only been in there for 2 days, but she was crying 40 days and 40 nights for her man Casey. She barely knows him. She was the only one crying, and I feel like she's doing that on purpose. Why? Because she is grafting to be the Casa Amor victim. If you come back and your man isn't loyal and you are trying to be loyal, you will be seen in a good light and you will get a lot more attention. So I feel like she's playing that game, not to say her emotions are not real, but I feel like for you not to know him for that long and already you're that emotional, A, means you're just sensitive, which is absolutely fine, or B, you are grafting to be that Casa Amor victim, and that is what I absolutely feel she is trying to do. Part of me wishes Tanya was still here, because she would have actually had the chances to bring anybody back, because A, she's gorgeous, and B, she would have had plenty of options. So it's a shame for her to not really see her bring anybody back when it comes to this whole situation. I love the girls. I feel like they're far more stronger. I feel like, Olivia in the trailer is about to kiss one of the new guys as well. So clearly she's forgotten about Kai. She couldn't even remember his name, which shows that she, A, is not as heavily interested in him, but B, majority of it is that she is overwhelmed by the new boys and that her mind is currently in the Casa Amor villa. The fact that the Casa Amor villa is close to the main one is interesting. Don't think they were set up like that last time. That is a new move, and that is, I believe, a good move, because it means that each of the villas can hear to an extent what is going on, the laughter, the enjoyment, and make them feel some type of way. So that is also some kind of pre-postcard effect, which also would make the couples, sway here and there. I think Casa Amor is a day extra, which I feel like is probably needed, because 4 days is not enough. Ron and Sanam seem to be having some kind of conversation as well, and Sanam definitely looks like somebody who is getting the attention, and she might be brought back as well. And I hope Cynthia and Linda, who also are having conversations with some of the boys, can also be brought back, because it looks like this could be a very messy Casa Amor, because the main people, Ron and Will, seem to be engaging in conversations. Olivia and Kai, they're probably going to bring back somebody anyways, because days before Casa, they were voted the least compatible couple, and that is in their minds because Olivia has already spoken about that. And clearly, the game is on her mind. I feel like she gives me pick me main character vibes, but she's not really main character vibes, unfortunately, from what the public thinks. But she definitely is going to bring back somebody, and I feel like Kai will also get swayed, because these two are more into the public perception of them rather than perception of each other, because of the least compatible vote. Casey looks like he's about to kiss somebody as well. He looks like he's about to turn. So the majority of these people I feel like will be turning, because there wasn't any strong couples prior apart from Will and Jesse in this whole situation, because Shaq and Tanya had cracks surfacing. So it looks like we are going to get a lot of reshifting going on, and just see how that takes place. Martin, I feel like I really want him to come back into the main villa because I feel like he does have personality, which a lot of these boys do not have. And I feel like he already has some kind of chemistry and conversation and flow with Tanya. And I feel like that will grow as the week progresses and he will bring somebody. Will Shaq bring somebody back? I don't know. It's too early to tell. But I feel like the Tomorrow Night trailer was giving more than this entire episode. And the introduction of the girls was more interesting than the introduction of the guys. But it looks like the OG girls are also leaning towards etc. Will Sammy get her head turned? She said it's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. So it looks like she's even ready to bring somebody back. And I feel like if Tom plays his cards right and comes back loyal, people will begin to like him more because clearly some of the girls are like, well, you know, you're with the wrong Sammy. I want to be with you 100%. I want to make things worse for you, or I want to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm sitting by the pool flirting with you. The girls are playing this game 110%. They don't even care about the guys. They just want to be brought back to that main villa. None of these girls want to be shifted. And this could be the biggest reshifting that we've seen when it comes to Casa, with the majority of couples on either side being broken and people coming back in. So again, the early people I'm gagged by is Will. Will is very forward and quick. And if it's already second day and you want to come back with somebody and you're kissing them, that's going to be interesting. However, I'm not gagged by anything going on right now, purely because no matter how big or strong the couples are, and if they break up during Casa Amor, we've seen formulas where they will easily get back together again because they miss each other and everything works up fine. And the Casa Amor effect immediately becomes drained down the sewage pipes, and the Casa Amor girls, boys just go home. So, I'm not, based on previous seasons, especially the last 3, I'm not right now like, whoa, like what the hell's going on, shocked, because I feel like everybody is just mesmerized by new meat, new conversations, new energy, and I'm just gonna take it from there. I do want the majority of these Casa Amor girls and boys to come back into the main villa, purely because we need new energy. We need new contestants. And I feel like there's not enough content from these contestants that we already have, because they're not really bringing much. And the Wrong and Lana, trying or whatever that was tired and was just giving way too much. And we were already bored by it. It was giving Lucy Island. It was giving Gemma Island. So the more people that come back, the more interesting for the show. So there are more people for the audience to connect to. And it looks like the Casa Amor bunch have vibrant personalities, especially the girls. They're ready for it, each and every one of them. So I feel like the majority of the girls will definitely come back. And it's just going to be that point because a lot of these couples are not that strong. Martin is for sure certain that he wants to come back with Tanya. He's very much being forward and confident, and that's what you need. And these Casa Amor people, as the seasons progress, will be far more confident and far more into it because they know that they don't want to just be a Casa Amor reject and immediately be dumped within 4 days. They want to be there for much more longer. The show moves on very quickly. Only a couple of days ago, 3 or 4 people got dumped and barely of their names have now been remembered. They get washed out very quickly. So the Casa people know this, especially, and if you are being asked to be on the show, a lot of people ask the producers, we don't want to be the Casa Amor people, we want to be the OG people, the first few bombshells. So they know what's already up against them. So I feel like this is going to be a very interesting Casa as time goes on with all of these people, and I'm very much here for it. Didn't expect Casey to change like that. I feel like he was very much grounded, but clearly he's not going to Claudia that much. Granted, makes sense. Has barely known her. It's been 2 days. Cool. But Ron might have his head change. Will looks like he's going to have his head change for sure. I feel like Tom will definitely get swayed. I feel like Olivia will definitely get swayed. Tanya will definitely get swayed. Shaq, I'm unsure of. And I feel like Sammy will get her head swayed as well, because the majority of boys already had mentioned before even getting into the villa that they all have eyes on her. I think Lana will stay. I don't know right now because the age difference as well might be a bothersome for her. And I feel like she's more into Ron for the fact that she went back to him already. She definitely is going to show that loyalty because they've already been tried and tested before Casa. Before Casa, they've been tried and tested. So we'll just see how that plays out as this progresses. When it comes to the ratings, I believe that they are still under 1 million from what I'm seeing. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but it looks like they haven't really been increased as much. So it looks like the concept of the show is outdated for a lot of people because they just feel like they don't want it in the winter. But also there needs to be another twist. There needs to be another type of Casa Amor twist that we haven't seen before that can really shake up the couples. Or bring back the lie detector test. Do you know what I mean? Bring back some of these games. Bring back the tweet challenge. Bring back this stuff. Or bring in new games and new shifts like Casa and new twists to really update the concept, because the concept of the show definitely needs an upgrade because it's already on its 9th season and now the 10th one is going to come 2 months after this one ending. Anyway, let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this. Who do you guys think are going to turn? Are you surprised by Will? It looks like if they turn, I feel like even if Will turns and they come back, Will and Jesse become close again, I feel like they can still win it. I just feel like that could potentially happen because I feel like although people are annoyed with Will right now, I feel like he is somebody that can easily win back the public's hearts. I can just see that happening. Let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Click that button. I don't actually think a Casa Amor return with one of the OG couples have really won the show anyways. Like, I've never really seen that happen. The OG people always kind of just come back and win. Like, I don't really see a Casa Amor person ever winning the show. So maybe this could be the first. Who knows? Let me know your thoughts are, and I'll catch you guys soon.